Hey, hey! We're on lunch. Luckily, I got this shade in front of me here because only place I had to park is right in front of this fucking trimmer. We just got a big old fucking bright light on it, but I got a sunshade, so that's good.
You want me to start right on this end of the bridge, right, Ronnie?
Oh god, that guy fucking... Most everybody just waits to get told, but that guy just loves the fucking radio. He likes to ask and then be told, no, I want this. Anyway, how's everyone doing? The camera's over here, but I always look into my own eyeballs. Anyway, yeah, I'm just still reflecting on, Geek Strong, I appreciate your comment, and I agree with you. I always try to show kindness where it's warranted, you know what I mean? But, like I said in that last video, man, there's a lot of people out here that they just want to fucking be tough, and then they'll mistake kindness for weakness, Even my good buddy Dave, he was raised, he's not exactly like that, but look, like the other day I was like, hey, hand me that, and I said, appreciate it. And he said, why you say that? Tough guys don't say that. And I said, motherfucker, you ever watch a fucking John Wayne movie? You ever watch a John Wayne movie? Everybody's polite and everybody's happy. I got the boss rolling by, so I'm gonna make sure he doesn't know I'm making a fucking video. So, but, yeah. You watch them old cowboy movies, everybody's polite. Everybody says good morning. Everybody says thank you. You hold the door for people. But when shit goes down, you fucking take care of it. But yeah, my buddy Dave, he said, oh, you're too nice, and I understood. Who's that rock truck on the lake? Not I, motherfuckers. I am up here on the road. You're not supposed to park on the lake. But you know what? I just heard that the other day. I've been taking my lunch on the fucking lake this whole time. Because it's in the middle of nowhere and it's fucking dark. But anyway, yeah, man. You can't be too nice to people up here because they try to take advantage of you, But then so my buddy Dave, he told me that, and I said, whatever, man. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Then I saw him not very long later, and he was running late. He was running late trying to do something, and he's wandering around in his fucking underwear. And I said, you're looking fucking all whatever. And I said, you alright, man? He said, man, I just fucking had it with these fuckers. These motherfuckers, this and that, and this and that. And I said, hey, tough guys don't let motherfuckers bother them. Cowboy the fuck up. And man, he fucking looked at me, and then he fucking went, you're right. I said, yeah, motherfucker. We got Colby right there. Whoa. I don't know about that guy. He's a nice guy and everything, but I think you gotta fucking tell him the same thing about 4 times, and then he still don't fucking get it. He's a nice guy and everything, but if, I would think if they weren't so short-handed, there'd be quite a few guys out here that they would fucking shit can, but they just can't afford to, So with that being said, if you can drive a fucking truck and you want to take 6 weeks vacation from your fucking family or whoever, fucking come on up. Come on the fuck up. Let's see. Oh, we do have a pickup. This new Filson shirt. How you like that? And I didn't get to do an unboxing because I literally got it like as I was on my way out the door, and instead of fucking waiting, I wanted to wear it. So yeah, we got another Filson product here. Y'all hashtag Filson for me. They were following my old Instagram account when I had 10K followers, and then, you know, I spoke the truth. I didn't fucking say anything bad either. All I said was that Israel was not a country until 1948. That's all I said. That's a fact, right? But in today's fucking world, facts are not appreciated. So, whatever. And I didn't fucking mean it in any kind of way. It's just, you know, a lot of people were talking about how, you know, people act like that place was a country for the last 100,000 fucking years, and it wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't. That's all. That's a product of World War II. You know, so that's all. And I don't mean it in a negative way, and I don't mean it in a positive way. I mean it in the fucking way that that's what the fuck happened if you study your fucking history books. You know, it's not that big a fucking deal. But, you know, there's a lot of factual things that you state, and it really pisses people off, you know, like, here's a good one, and I mean this with no fucking anything, but like, you know, the Emancipation Proclamation didn't come out until 3 years after the war started. So, what was the war started for? You know? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking changes going on. A lot of, and even now in today's, a lot of history changing, even going on right now. So, if you think that possibly this is the first time in our history that people have been changing history, I don't, you know, you might be wrong on that one, but anyway, that don't got nothing to do with anything. What was I talking about? I was talking about Filson. They used to follow me because I had all those cool Eskimo Bill fucking reels, you know, and fucking they followed me and they liked that shit. I thought that was fucking cool, so I need to do more on Instagram. I need to do some more on Instagram. I got a lot of Filson products up here with me. I got 2 shirts. I got, you know, 8 pairs of socks. And I should review a couple of them because a couple of them I really like and the other ones I do not like. And I also got my red, you know, Filson double Mackinac coat. So, a lot of guys rolling through lunch, a lot of water guys, but not us. They're capping the road and trying to get shit capped while nobody's on it, you know, and then most of the rest of us are just taking lunch, so. But driving a rock truck is a fucking good job, man. It's a fucking good job. Yesterday my heater went out, and the heater fan went out, which I wasn't, it's not like I was cold, but when the heater fan, there's like 3 big fans back behind me, and those motherfuckers they're not really to heat the cab as much as they're to cool the engine. So that fucking fan went out, and my temperatures were going quite a bit higher than they should. They were not in the red, but they were going quite a bit higher than normal running temperature. So I reported it. And the mechanics here, man, like, they don't ever want to admit that anything's wrong. So they'll fix your shit, but they won't tell nobody. And they'll say, oh, we didn't find nothing wrong with it. It's fine. And then you get in it, and everything that was wrong with it is not wrong with it, magically. So I don't know why they do that. Maybe they think it, I guess it's something, they're probably not doing their preventative maintenance to the extent that they should. So the little things they let go, and then when they're a problem, they just say, no, they fix it, and then they say, no, ain't nothing wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. Like, I know that I had to drive with the fucking windows open because I was fogging up in here because I had no fucking heat, and I know my temperature gauges were fucking way higher than they should be. So, and I could hear the fan whistling. The fan was going, and like, I've been driving this motherfucker almost 6 weeks. You know, I know the fucking sounds it makes, and I know a new sound when I fucking hear it. So, I think some of the mechanics are full of shit, you know, because they've done that to a couple other trucks. They've had problems and this and that, and then by the time it fucking all is said and done, they say, oh, we didn't find nothing wrong. And it's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. They're letting shit go, and then they're acting like nothing's wrong. So whatever. But I'm gonna tell my fucking foreman that when the shit. I won't say it on the radio because there's mechanics that can hear the radio, so I won't say it on the radio. But I will fucking tell those motherfuckers. I will tell my foreman. I say, man, that fucking nothing's it's. And now, not only is it not doing what it was doing yesterday, but the fan is blowing harder than it's ever fucking blown since I've been fucking using the truck. And it is, I thought it was hot in this motherfucker before. It's really hot in this motherfucker now. So I know they did something. And they fucking just a bunch of fucking liars. Fucking grease monkey motherfuckers. But anyway. But yeah, man, we should do some Filson reviews. And, because, man, I tell you what, if you look at my YouTube channel now, you wouldn't even know it's a fucking... I mean, I don't know what my channel is about. It's just about me, you know. A lot of guys tell me, hey, you need a different channel if you're going to show your swords, or you need a different channel if you're going to talk about this. And I said, no, man, the Lack Sivrak channel is about Lack Sivrak. Just like Ed at Rebels, Reptiles, and Games, you know what I mean? And that's why he's popular, you know? And like Gilster, Gilly, we love you, man. He'll be the first one to tell you, like, motherfucker, I can't talk about fucking action figures 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And I'm sure a lot of us are like that, you know? I'm sure a lot of us subscribe to a lot of other things that aren't just what we're here in the community for, right? I mean, I don't know. So, but I know one thing, while I'm up here, like, you know, I used to watch a lot of Matt Easton and, like, Forgotten Weapons and Duelist 1954 and, like, you know, I don't know those guys, you know, like Dean and Super John and Ed and fucking Vern, not fucking Vern, but, you know, but Vern and Gary's Grails and, like, you know, I feel like, you know, we know each other. We're fucking friends. And so, you know, I listen to y'all, and fucking when I go to sleep at night, I try to put on a couple videos, you know, Ed 5. And I usually fall asleep to them because I'm so fucking tired, you know. But I try to fucking make sure y'all get a view, and I want to know what's going on, and want you guys to know that even though I'm busy, that I still love and miss you guys, you know. Gary, I'm glad you're out of the fucking hospital. And like I said the other day, make sure your mind is right. You know, don't get down and fucking tell yourself, oh, I'm sick and I'm dying, because that's the first thing that will start happening when you convince yourself of something, you know. So, but anyway, I do like this shirt. I can't remember what this is called. This is a different style than the other one I got. This one is a 2X, and it actually fucking fits me. The other one I bought is a 2X, and it's a little tight. So whoever measured out this one is doing a much better. And look, I don't own any fucking shirts that I can button the top collar on. You know what I mean? So this is like fucking, this is good. This is probably like 19 and a half inches, you know, because I got like a 17 and 3/4 inch or 18 inch fucking neck. So it's hard to fucking get shit to button up around it. So I'm getting ready for my R&R. It's coming up on the 9th. I don't have very many days, like I said, so you know, I'm not going to be able to go. It takes 2 days to get to the mothership and 2 days to get back. So if you got a 7-day fucking window, you know, and you spend 4 of them fucking rolling in an airplane and spending the night in Atlanta to make your connecting flight, it's just fucking, I hate not being able to see the Cubs, but, you know, it's just, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Complaining, I ain't complaining about nothing. It's a good job, it's good pay, they feed you a little bit too well. You know, they were hurting for water, and the road was really bad this morning. So they had the grader and the snow blower and the water truck, the couple water trucks rolling. Me and the fucking rock trucks, man, we sat from like 8 o'clock to almost 10 o'clock. So it's a good fucking job, man. I would much rather be rolling and fucking hauling shit than fucking sitting here on the side of the road waiting to be called up, but you know, motherfuckers almost making $40 a fucking hour, and you're just sitting here in the truck trying not to fall asleep. So that ain't fucking bad. Working through. Those guys will be working through lunch, but we're not really working through lunch. But so we'll see what they say about the time card. They very rarely will be like, okay, well you ate lunch and sat there, so you make sure to put 11.5. But you other guys, you know, so like we'll probably all just put down 12. Fuck it. I don't know. But I'm about the first in line. There's the fucking, I don't know if you can see that, but there's the fucking bright lights I'm fucking staring at. But I got this shade right here. But I'm parked up next to this thing because there's really nowhere else to park. And there's nobody in that. It's been sitting there all day, so. Because like the boss was like, where are you going? The water trucks are still rolling. And I said, I'm going to go park up next to this fucking chipper. So I'm out of the way. And he said, oh, well, that'll work. You know, but really he meant, oh, that's a good fucking idea. I didn't think of that. But it's all right. He's all right, dude. He's all right, dude. He gets a little sarcastic with people sometimes, and not with me, because nobody really has to tell me much. But he does get a little sarcastic with people, and I find it a little, it's unappreciated, and like belittling sarcasm shouldn't be coming from a foreman in any way. You know, but he'll say something like, hey, you know what would really help if you turned on those fucking backup lights. And then when they turn the lights on, he says, thank you. And so it's a little sarcastic. You know, it's unnecessary. You know, if I was a foreman, I'd say, hey, you might want to turn those lights on and help you back up more. You know? So, I don't know. But he's a young guy, and fucking, I know the stress probably gets to them. Because they got a lot of shit on their fucking plate, you know? They got a lot of shit on their fucking plate. I'm going to put you guys down for a minute, I think. Right over here. So, maybe I'll grab a cup of Joe. Alaskan, Athabascan native word for coffee is Joe. Because there is no word for coffee. You know, coffee, there was a language long before anybody ever found coffee. So there's no word for it. And you get that a lot in, I'm sure, a lot of native cultures, you know, because, you know, between the boarding homes and the shit that our grandfathers and great-grandfathers had to go through, you know, like, they'd send you to school, they'd send you to fucking school, you know, native reform school, and, you know, they'd make you cut your fucking hair and they'd beat you if you talk your own language. So there's a lot of traditional shit that they say is traditional today, but it's really not. It's made up. They just made it up. So, and I know maybe a lot of, that might piss off a lot of natives, you know, but if you fucking know the truth like I do, you know, it's just the way it is. And the story that one of the stories I was always told was, well, like, look at, y'all get on YouTube and look up traditional Athabascan fiddle music, okay? And that's what it is. It's traditional Athabascan fiddle music. Well, it's fucking 1920s country music. It's what it is. You know, silver threads and golden needles and fucking, that's what it is. And so, how, you know what I mean? It's traditional from the fucking 20s. Nobody ever really thinks about that. This is a traditional native hat. But it's an amalgamation. It's an amalgamation between the old dog musher hats and the old Swedish logger hats and the fucking railroad hats. No, you know what I mean? A lot of traditions we follow today didn't come around until the 1890s or 1900s. So, it's just the way it is, man. When I was a kid, there are a lot of old people told me, they said, you know, traditionally, and most people would realize this anyway, but so old traditions is the men only hunted. And you would bring your dead animals back to the women folk, and they would butcher them and clean them and skin them and cook them. Well, so the story I know is that after World War II, there was a lot of veterans, you know, and they had enough money, and there was a lot of drinking, and there was a lot of good men who went down to drinking, and you know, they didn't keep up the chief roles that they should have. So a lot of women took over, especially raising the children. And about the 50s and 60s is when the tradition of women butchering and cleaning animals, they changed that. They said, oh, no, the men do all that. We just cook them, you know? And like a lot of other traditions, you know, as far as roles of the sexes, like that goes back thousands and thousands of years across all fucking walks of life, you know? Look at lions. The females do everything, and the male lion sits around and waits for other men lion to come around and fuck with them, and then they fucking fight. And that's what they fucking do. That's what a lot of fucking animals still do, you know? Especially like pack carnivore animals, like lions or hyenas and wolves and shit. They make the women do all the fucking work. And I'm not saying that's okay, but I'm just saying that's the way it fucking was, you know? Again, here's some facts that come out that'll probably offend some people. And like, you know, I think being offended just means you're kind of weak, you know? Especially if you're offended at the truth. You know, there's no reason for that. There's no reason for that. So, we're gonna have some major fucking. I haven't bought anything on eBay. I bought this Filson shirt and some new long underwear from Filson. I bought that snuff can that hopefully will be showing up in the next. I'll be able to show you guys that in the next whatever 12, 13 days or something. I work with a guy out here, Mr. Mike Swanson, and I don't know how we got to talking about it, but all of a sudden he said something about Alaskan artwork. You know, there's a lot of artists up here, especially from the old days and stuff, and he was looking at something on his phone, and I seen it. I said, oh, that's a Claire Faye painting. He said, you know who Claire Faye is? I said, I used to know Claire Faye. Y'all, it's actually pronounced Phages.
Pretty good hole in the middle of the road right up there in front of you, Buffalo.
Y'all look up Claire Faye. F-E-J-E-S, I believe. But just look up Claire Faye, Alaskan artist, and I knew her. My mom is a fairly well-established, famous, and expensive artist. And when I was a kid, my mom rented part of the studio from Claire Faye. And when I was a little kid and I'd fucking come home from school, my mom would pick me up. We'd go to her art studio so she could work. So I knew Claire Faye. And I have a card somewhere. I think I've shown it to some people. Maybe one of my super old videos or something. But she gave me a print that she had done, small postcard size. And on it says, to Will, a true artist. Claire Faye. So, but I knew her. But my buddy Mike Swanson, he's a fucking collector, and you know, he collects artwork, and he collects antique oil lamps, and his phone works out here. So every day he's on eBay all the time, you know. And so when I see him, because he's in a loader. But I see him on the bus, and that's the first thing I ask him. I say, did you buy anything today? And he'll fucking show me. He'll be like, yeah, I got a Georgia Monarch oil painting from 1947. It cost me $1,200, you know, and he'll show it to me. I go, man, that's a good one, you know. I'm just listening to Dave on the radio, but yeah, when I take my R&R in Anchorage, I'm going to get me a beaver hat. I'd like to get a sealskin watch band made for this watch, just to, you know, just to fucking be cool, I guess. And then maybe when I get back to the mothership, I know a pretty cool jeweler there. I might have him do those, what do they call it, pave, P-A-V-E with a little line over it. They do those crushed, Thrax, New York City. Check him out on Instagram. He does a lot of that kind of stuff, but I think I'd like to get some crushed diamonds put all the way around the outside face of this watch, you know. So it's a good watch. It's been doing good. It's a Bulova. It has no battery. And that's kind of like my main, you know, as somebody who was raised in the woods and shit like that, like, why would you want a watch that has a fucking battery that you got to change? You know, that's ridiculous. So, and then look, if you have a watch and you know what time it is, you can always fucking tell which way's north. Or, let's see, how's that work? If you know what time it is and you can see the sun, you know which way's north. If you know which way is north and you can see the sun, you know what time it is. And y'all think about that with a sundial on the ground, you know? That's how that works. So if you look at your watch and you say, oh, it's 5 o'clock and the sun is out, you move around until your shadow is at your 5 o'clock and then you're facing north. That's how it works. It's pretty fucking simple, you know? Or if you know this way is north and there's the sun and you look at north and your shadow is over here, you go, oh, it's 3 o'clock. You know, that's how we used to tell the time, by the sun and shit. But if you can see the sun and know which direction is north, you know what time it is. If you know what time it is and you can see the sun, you can find out which way north is. It's very simple. Now remember, in Alaska, you're about 17 degrees off delineation. Okay, so when they say compasses don't work in Alaska, they work, but they're about 17 degrees off, okay? Because where we are in Alaska, we're on the other side of the pole, right? The pole is here on the top of the earth, right? Let's say I'm the earth and you're facing the earth from space. The pole is here on the top. All of America is over here. So it points this way, right? But when you're in Alaska, the North Pole is this way. And that's why a compass does work, but you have to know what is called delineation. And when I was a kid, it was about 12 degrees, but in the mid-2000s or early 2000s, that was when the Earth shifted. And I think it went from like 12 to whatever. Dylan will fucking tell us. But delineation, I think, is like 16 degrees now. It used to be only 12, but it's not that. It's not that anymore. So that's how that works. I'll touch one more thing on about a watch. So which way does a clock turn? Right? Obviously it turns clockwise, but which direction is that? Everyone will tell you that's to the right. But the problem is that you're looking at it. Think of it like a sundial. If you were small and you were standing inside this fucking watch, which way is it turning? It's turning to the left. Right? Clocks. Time goes to the left. And then like when you're with natives and when they say, with the sun, you pass the peace pipe, with the sun, you stir the soup, with the sun goes to the left. All right? Everybody will tell you a clock goes to the right, but that's your perception, right? A valve, to tighten a valve, yes, you turn it to the right, right? And people then call that clockwise, but clock goes to the fucking left. Goes to the left. So think about that for a while. Argue with me all you want, but I'm from the woods and I know what it fucking means, so whatever. We're about 5 minutes away from lunch being over. So I guess we'll go. I got the boss over here looking at me, so he probably knows. Well, no, there's trucks rolling by, so he's just waiting, I think, for an empty spot. So we'll see what he says. I hate to ask him, but Brian, you gonna call us back after lunch, or are we ready to roll at 12:30?
Roll, buddy.
Right on, right on, right on. That was my blade man. Roll, buddy. Yeah. Let's get one more shot of coffee. And then when the boss gets off this fucking lake, I'm going to go down there.
Randy, where'd you go? Getting fuel here. Careful.
10-4. Tin Raj. One guy says Tin Raj. So instead of saying Roger and 10-4, he says both of them. Which is fucking pretty fucking ridiculous if you ask me. Alright, this has been a beautiful little video. Love you, cats.